June 5th, 1993, Hurricane, Utah. You jump up and down, bouncing from couch to floor with a huge smile on your face. You're excited because your birthday is coming up soon, and your mom promised you that she'd take you to your newest infatuation, Freddy Fazbear's pizza place. She seems concerned about going, but you don't really understand why. The thought of going to go meet Freddy, Chica, and Bonny really seems to excite you, to the point where you can't contain it, so much so that you can't even sleep during nap time at school. You tell your teacher about how your mom is going to take you to Freddy's for your birthday, but you're met with the same concerned smile you always get from adults when kids talk about Freddy's. But your friends think you're so cool and lucky that you get to go. Most of their parents told them that they would never take them to that place ever. You guess parents just hate fun. Eventually your birthday comes around and you're the most excited you've ever been, to the point where you're pushing your mom all the way to the car to go. You have everything you need. Your newest toy that you wanted to show Bonny, your lucky charm in order to win all the games, and your favorite pairs of shoes, which you managed to sneak on when your mom wasn't looking. She always says that she'll throw them out because they're so old and dirty, but she never finds them. The place is so far away from your house that the wait is killing you. You ask your mom if you're there yet every couple of hours, but by the time she snaps and yells back, "For crying out loud, it's only been 10 minutes. You don't have to ask every minute." So you recoil back into your seat, shocked. You eventually get there, and once you do, it feels like finally getting to eat your favorite dessert after a whole dinner of yucky stuff. You don't even wait for your mom to get you out of your booster seat and just bolt in. You reach the door right when a hand grabs you by the collar and stops you. You look up and see a security guard in a purple uniform. He's thin and tall, sunken eyes with big, deep, dark circles. He smiles at you with a big toothy grin. You think you're in trouble, but all he says is, "Whoop, now hold on there, little buddy. You gotta wait for your mom. Can't enter without a parent. Besides, you never know when a mountain lion's around the corner ready to take a child." As he lets you go, you hear your mother call your name, angry, and you wince. In the pizzeria, it smells like pizza and the stinging smell of berry-flavored air freshener. It's everywhere. You wait with your mom at the counter while she orders food, but you're restless. You try to get a glimpse of your favorite friends on stage while pulling out your favorite toy from your book bag, getting it ready to show Bonny when you see him. Your mom tells you to put it away. Eventually you get to sit down at a booth with your mom ready to eat. But before you could even get a bite in, your mom starts to talk. "Honey, look." Her face looked concerned. "I know this is your favorite place, and you're really excited to be here, but please remember to stay close to me, okay?" You're a little confused as to why she's so worried, but you go along with it. You take a bite out of your pizza and smile. "Okay, Mom." Her concerned face softens and she ruffles your hair. "Good. Now finish up your pizza and go have fun." As she pushes a small cup of Fazbear tokens towards you, your eyes light up. As quickly as they appear, you disappear into the arcade machines, forgetting all about your pizza. A whole sea of arcade machines illuminate your retinas, towering over you so high that they feel like they're gonna fall over you any minute. The flashing lights and the sounds of dings, buzzings, and whatnots fill your ears. Children laugh and fight as they play, with one of them spilling their soda on the floor. Some games have no one, and others have the screen lined up with so many coins that you can barely see the game anymore. You start to become anxious trying to choose what arcade to play first. The newer video games are always busy and you have to wait for a long time, and the floors are always so sticky there, so maybe not those. What about the skee-ball game? It's fun, but you always hurt your fingers with the balls, and that might affect when you play video games. As you keep walking, you notice something big and brown from the corner of your eye. You finally see them. Your friends! You run over to them, but as you do, you notice that Bonny is missing. Shocked and worried, you say out loud, What happened to Bonny? Where is he?" A girl running stops and tells you, "Bonny's sick. My dad told me that he wasn't feeling so well, so he's resting now." Then another girl runs over saying, "That's not true. I heard he was helping make pizzas and he spilled a whole bunch of pizza sauce on himself, and now he's too embarrassed to come out and play." Then another kid shows up. "Yeah, I heard that whenever they don't feel good or they have to go change or something, they stay in there." The kid points towards a door near the arcades and a closed stage that reads, "Parts and Service." "But they said we're not allowed to go in and visit." Saddened by the news, you go back to the arcades to try and play something. As you walk, an older kid runs by and bumps into you and another kid that was eating. Food and tokens spill all over the floor. You quickly try and collect them all before the other kids take your fast tokens. But as soon as the clinging of coins hitting the floor is heard, all the kids turn to see and run for them. After the chaos, your small cup that used to be full now barely has half. Your eyes start to well up. First Bonny is sick and now you lost half your tokens. Today was turning out to be the worst birthday ever. As you try your best to hold back your tears on the floor, a boy walks up to you. Hey, you could have some of my tokens if you want. This is like my second cup, so I've already played a lot anyways. With your eyes still teary, you manage to get up and smile. Thanks. All of a sudden, a girl pops out of nowhere and scares you. Hey, I saved you some that you dropped. She extends her arm out quickly and drops 7 tokens into your cup. Thank you. You say quietly. Don't worry about it. The other kids are so greedy. I get it though. We all just want to play more, really. My name's Sarah, by the way. Then the boy chimes in saying, and I'm Spencer. What's your name? Do you want to play a game together? Interrupted Sarah. You respond, yeah, but all the fun games are full. Don't worry about that. We know a fun game that's almost never busy, said Spencer. As all 3 of you walk down the rows of arcades, you think to yourself about how cool these kids are and how thankful you are for them. Although, you're still worried about Bonny. As you keep on walking, you realize that you're getting closer to the parts and service store. This part of the pizzeria is pretty empty, and there aren't that many kids around. You can see a worker down a long hallway mopping the floor in the far back end. Here we go, said Spencer. You look at the arcade cabinet. It says Hangman. Hangman? You said. Can't we play this game on a piece of paper? Sarah looked at you with giddy in her eyes. Yeah, but it's not just Hangman. If you put it in the right words, it could play a bunch of secret games. Right, Spencer? Spencer nodded as he was inputting a word. My favorite one is the one where you put in the word puppet. You see Spencer input the word. As he presses enter, the screen glitches out and a different game is playing. A simple game with a bear holding a cupcake and some angry kids. You ask, what game is that? Sarah replies, we don't really know. We just call it Take Cake, because all you do is take cake to the kids using Freddy. Suddenly, you hear a voice yell out, Spencer, Sarah, we're leaving. You look over at them. They seem sad and reluctant. We have to go now, said Spencer. But you can mess around and keep trying to put in words to find more games, said Sarah. As they leave, they wave to you goodbye and both in unison say, Bye. As soon as you met them, they leave, just like that. You try to input the word puppet, like Spencer did. You try and think how Spencer spelt it. P-U-P-I-T. Wait, no, that's not it. You forgot how to spell it, but you remember what your teacher taught you last year. Now remember, if you forget how to spell a word, just sound it out. You try that. P-U-P-E-T. It's wrong. You think for a minute and remember that it had 2 P's. P-U-P-P-E-T. You got it! As soon as you press enter, the game shows up. You start to play it and see that it's a fairly simple game. You bring cake to the crying or angry kids, but as each level goes, there are either more kids or less time. As you play, you eventually reach a level where the screen says 7 kids, but you only count 5. You're about to panic because you can't see them, but you see that your timer isn't going down. Relief fills you, but as you walk around aimlessly on the screen, you walk near a wall and a door appears. You walk through it. You see a new room. It's full of Freddy, Chica, Bonny, and Foxy heads, with a table in the middle. On the table sits a man. He's crying. And right next to him is an angry child. You walk over to them and give them both cake. As you do, they smile like the other kids. And then the screen says, Congratulations, you won. You feel relieved. That was a fun game. Then the screen glitches out back to the Hangman game. Dread fills you up. You think, oh no, this again. You look around trying to see what else you could do. The game was fun, but having to spell isn't. In boredom, you look down to the floor. You notice that the tile you're standing on is so clean. You can see your own reflection, and the ones to the right are as well, but the ones on the left aren't. As you keep looking, you soon realize that they go on like a path. As you follow all the shiny floor tiles, your gaze falls on the parts and service store a few feet away from you. You see that it's cracked open and that no one is around. You really want to go and see Bonny to make sure he's okay, but you're hesitant at first since no one is allowed to go in. Probably not to wake him up. But you think to yourself that if maybe you're really quiet and don't wake him up, then maybe there's no problem. So with your newfound resolve, you look around to make sure no one is looking, and quickly make your way to the parts and service store. Slowly creak the door open, just enough for you to barely squeeze through. The room is dark. Really dark. A funny smell comes to you, like That old carpet Mrs. Margaret had in kindergarten, mixed with melted crayons, and something else you can't quite put your finger on. As your eyes adjust to the darkness, you see that the only lights around are from the door behind you and a small desk lamp on the other side of the room. You see Bonny slumped over on the table. His back is towards you. As you walk towards him, you look around. The room is full of so many shelves and cabinets, with so many robot parts and fabrics laying around. Eyeballs and heads of your favorite friends. You think to yourself, is this really where he sleeps? Weird. That weird smell is really strong now, and it doesn't smell good. You think it's coming from him. You eventually walk around the table and see Bonny face to face. You say to him, "Hi, Bonny." He doesn't respond. Slumped over with his head tilted down, you take a good look at him and notice red stains on his belly and around his mouth. So it was true, he did spill a bunch of pizza sauce on himself. As you look even more, you notice that his eyes are really red, like he didn't sleep all night. You worry for him. Mom always told you that if you don't get enough sleep, you get sick. So that's why he doesn't feel well. You think to yourself, he probably got so embarrassed from what happened that he spent all night awake worrying about performing today. So he got sick because he didn't sleep. You say to him, I heard you weren't feeling good, so I wanted to come and see how you were doing. Silence fills the room. Yeah, same thing happened to me once in school. I accidentally spilled mac and cheese on me and everybody laughed at me, and I got really embarrassed, and I didn't want to talk to anybody about it until I got home. But you don't have to worry about that. I won't laugh at you. You take off your book bag and yell down to the floor. Hey, I wanted to show you something. You take out your favorite toy. Look at this, Bonny. It's my favorite toy. I got it for my 5th birthday. You reach all the way up to your tippy toes to be able to show Bonny your toy. Whenever I feel bad, I like to play with him. It helps me feel better. You pause for a moment with a conflicted face. Here, you could have it. I've already played with him a bunch, and I think you need him more than me. You place your favorite toy in his palm and close it for him. I have to go now, you say. I hope you feel better soon, and you have to sleep, okay? You try your best to hug him, but all you could reach are his legs. Okay, bye, you say as you walk towards the door. Once you reach the door, you stick your head out to make sure no one is looking. Then you bolt out towards the arcades. As you're running, you slam into something. You almost fall before a hand catches you. As you look up, you see that it's the security guard from outside. Hey there, little fella. To your right, you hear the voice of your mom. Oh my gosh, my baby. She runs to you and hugs you tightly. Where were you? I was looking for you everywhere. You made me so worried. I told you not to go so far away. You look up and see a tear run down your mom's cheek, and you feel awful. I'm sorry, Mom, you say. The security guard speaks up. Well, I guess it's a happy ending for everyone after all. And then chuckles and starts to walk away. Your mom sniffs your hair and then pulls you away to sniff your shirt, and then says, Honey, where were you? You smell awful. The security guard stops suddenly and stands still. Come on, let's go home. You seriously need a bath. She picks you up and you both leave the restaurant. The whole time you notice the security guard is staring at you intensely. No smile or anything, just a blank, intense stare. On the car ride, your mom asks you, So, honey, did you have fun? You respond excitingly. Yeah, I did. Well, not at first, because I actually dropped my cup and the coins went flying everywhere, and all the kids took a bunch, but this kid and his sister saved me some and gave me the rest of theirs. Well, that was so nice of them, she responded. Yeah, and then they showed me this cool second game on the Hangman game, and it was really fun. They called it the Take Cake game. Then I saw Bonny, and he wasn't feeling so good, so I gave him my favorite toy to feel better. Uh-huh. Your mom looks confused, and she whispers under her breath, Wait, but I didn't see Bonny on the stage, though. She thinks for a hard second. Oh, maybe it was a mascot. I think I saw one walking around. Still talking under her breath, relaxed now. Well, that was really nice of you to do, honey. You eventually reach your house. You take your bath and fall asleep on the couch with the beam of the sunset hitting your face, while watching an old episode of Fazbear and Friends. Today was the best birthday ever. Your birthday at Freddy's. The end.